What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. Hadn't shot a vlog in a while. I've actually got one vlog that I just didn't upload and didn't edit, so I'm gonna go back and do some edits and re-upload that. Some things that happened at my gym and some things that we was preparing for. But today I got a kind of a continuation of the door project. If you saw in another video, I was doing some trim on one of my doors. So I'm finishing up some of that stuff and adding trim to some other spots back up on the front door. So I've been cutting here and decided I'd shoot a little video for you guys because I know I hadn't vlogged in a while. So let's go. So a few things that I picked up to replace, and that's one of these is the trim. I think you've seen this in the other video. It goes on the surrounding doors, like the weather stripping, keep your doors nice and tight. This other thing snaps on to the bottom of the door, which I got one of these from my other door and like my garage door and my back door. The front door, the height gap was just way too off. So I couldn't use one of these back on the front door, but I did replace the other two doors with these. This piece right here will go on the front door because you see the height is very tall and it can fill the gap in underneath the door. For whatever reason, this front door has a big gap up underneath. I don't know if it's just for the weather trim or just how they built the door. But you can see that like the screw holes on here, where you screw it onto the back of the door. This would be the back. There's a little lip that hangs across the front. The way my door is lined up, that lip, it's okay, but it doesn't exactly seal. These underneath will make the seal proper. And this just slide on the door, and it's pretty tight when it goes on the door. So it holds. And if you guys need to fill some gaps, there's just some things that I picked up. The door corner seals, and you see that they're rubber, and they have some 3M tape on the back, and they stick. When I get into the project, I'll get a shot of these and show you how they work. I've already put a couple of items on my back door. So taking the top piece off, you see the corner in there, and you can see the paint along the trim here. And what happens, people they want to paint over some things and paint the trim or paint the weather stripping. You'll see a lot of doorways like that with paint on the weather stripping. People have decided to remodel, paint the house, do whatever, and just paint right over the weather stripping. And over time, that weather stripping kind of deteriorates and you'll get little holes and pinholes, and that paint will kind of dry rot the weather strip, and the rubber is not really made the whole paint. So that stuff needs to go. And you can see the weather stripping I've taken out from the shop from before, and you see these little things right here, and you see them all the way down. Those are actually like these beetles or bugs, some type of bugs get back there. They start just leaving crap. I don't know if they're giving birth or just what, but it's kind of nasty. Let's clean it up. And this right here, this is the way I measure. I just line them side by side. They were in there right, so I know they're the right length. So I'll size it up like that and just cut it instead of breaking out the tape measure. So I'll put one piece up on the door, and this is a piece that I cut off of the new trim. And one thing you want to keep note of is see how smooth that is. Let's take a look at the old piece. See the grain? It's not smooth at all. This is the cheap stuff right here. It's a cheaper trim. You upgrade, look for the smoother stuff. This stuff holds up and it's rated the best. Up on the shelf, if you go to Lowe's, you can see the ratings on there. So pick up yourself some good trim. It's an upgrade. So we start at the top here. Work ourselves down, slide this into the joint here. It goes on perfect. Sometimes you have to trim when you get to the bottom. So you can hear the birds chirping out there, but take out one of these corner seals, already test fitted in here. I want to get it pretty tight in the corners to where it seals good. These corners where bugs and pests like to get in. So I'm gonna do one of these seals down here. You wanna close out any of the daylight that you can see. This got a 3M tape strip on the back. I can just peel off. And it stick right on here. See how long that they last, and these things hold up to the weather, but I'll tuck this one in here really tight. Just want to make sure that I get a seal down there in the corner. Fold that over. The large part I put behind the trim. Other door I've done a little bit different. But this door, I think this is all that I'm gonna really need. So let's see how this shuts. And you can hear that, the tightness when it shuts. It just doesn't like slam. See how it kind of cushions back. Push it up and snap it. That's how you know you get a tight seal on a door. Plus, you can't see any daylight through there. All I have to do is put the bottom strip on this door and clean it up. Now you can see this bottom strip. This thing just like unsnapped from the bottom of the door. I'm gonna test fit. Turn it around. Test fit the new one. Should be a pretty tight fit. What I really want to test is how the seal is. So I know if I need to take this thing back and get another. And that is really tight. The white on the bottom maybe takes some getting used to, but it's under eye level and not many people are gonna notice. But I think that's gonna be all right. I'm not too worried about it. Are you? So I got the trim on the door and I took my box cutter. Where's the box cutter? Took my box cutter, trimmed up the bottom of the door to get it ready. Now I just need a drill. Boom, I got the drill. I'm ready to drill a few holes and get this thing all tidied up. This one may be a bit too big. So that pretty much wraps it up. Got everything done, cleaned up, put it back together. It's a nice, tight seal. See my cleanliness down there? My welcome mat. But you're not welcome. Just kidding. And that's gonna do it for now. Tune in next time when I build a house. Just kidding.